Okay, questions for Jeff, please.
How are you feeling this morning, and what was the extent of the damage last night?
Feeling all right. You know, a little sore. I had a bunch of cuts inside and one outside that you can see, so got a bunch of stitches.
Are you and your teammates a little angry about the incident?
There's bigger things to worry about right now. We're in a fight here and down 2 games to 1, so I don't think that's on our minds.
You kind of blew him off there when he was trying to apologize on the ice. Did you happen to hear at all what he was even saying?
The video said that I blew him off, but if you watched, I said something back to him. So.
Can you go back and just recreate for us exactly what happened in your mind last night?
We were battling in front of the net, up the ice, and I think I took a swing at his glove there when he was trying to pick it up, and I was in front of him, and next thing I knew, I was getting a stick to the face.
You said it was an accident.
I don't. It is what it is. It's over with. It's done with, and we got a pretty big game tomorrow to worry about. So I'm not too worried about the incident.
The same note, he had a hearing today with the league. Do you believe it's worth a suspension?
That's up to Brendan. Whatever he thinks is right is what's going to happen. And obviously, if he does get suspended, it's a huge loss for their team. He's a big part of their team, but there's nothing we can do about it. So we just got to get ready to play.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, then, can you talk about the line with Penner and Toffoli and just what it's been like to play with them over the last 5 periods?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, with Mike going out, it's a huge loss to our team. He's the guy that plays in all situations, and I think the first game in Chicago, we didn't really have too much time to think about anything, and maybe that was a good thing with with Tyler coming in, and it's Chicago's not an easy place to play, and with him coming in there, he played great, and Pens has really been going now, and it seems like we're just kind of keeping things simple, and when you do that and you get pucks deep and work their D-low, which is something that we've been trying to do, good things happen.
Just a quick follow-up on that. You played with Toffoli earlier when he was called up. Did you notice any difference in this short period of time in his confidence level or in his game here?
Yeah, I think he's been great the last 2 games. Obviously, the more you play, the more confidence you're going to get, right? The more success you have, the more confidence you're going to get. And he really battles hard on the walls. He makes real strong, smart plays, little quick, low passes off the wall and down low and stuff like that. And a lot of times you don't see that in a young guy just coming out of junior. So I've been real impressed.
Jeff, 2 questions. First of all, you mentioned Mike. How encouraged are you by the fact that he's out there on the ice today? Yeah,
it's obviously great to see him out there. I don't know anything more than that other than he skated today, but if we can get him back at some point in this series, whenever it is, it's a huge lift to our team.
Second question, how many teeth did you lose from the high stick?
I didn't. I had a tough practice in Chicago. My bridge fell out, so those are already gone. But I chipped the 1 tooth, cracked a couple on the bottom, but didn't actually lose any.
I was going to ask that. Also, how many stitches did you take?
I think it was 20, 21, something like that.
Jeff, go ahead.
Just the role that Justin's been on, it talks about the fact that he hates losing more than 1 game, rising to the occasion.
Yeah, since I've got here, you can tell that he's always a guy that's, he plays with a lot of passion, a lot of fire, and you're right, he hates losing, and it's pretty fun to watch him play when he gets going, he gets rolling, and the confidence is starting to flow. It's pretty amazing what he can do out there with the puck and with his game, and when he's playing like that, like he has been, he's a huge help to us. So.
Jeff, what the last couple of games been like for you personally without Mike? You changed positions, new line mate, a little bit more pressure maybe offensively. What was that like for you?
It's been fine. Obviously, going back to center, it's something that I'm familiar with, and very comfortable playing in the middle. I think it gives me a little more kind of free reign, if you will. Just kind of a few more options offensively instead of going up and down the wall. But you know, I think with the way that Dustin and Tyler have been playing the last 2 games as well has made it pretty easy for myself and pretty easy for our line to get things going.
Jeff, in this series, can you talk about with the hit against Mike and then the slash to your face last night? You guys haven't retaliated. Can you talk about how you guys have kind of handled that situation and not doing that?
Well, it's not time to go out and retaliate and take dumb penalties. You know, you do that, and your season's going to be over pretty quick, especially against a team like Chicago. Highly skilled forwards, and they can put the puck in the net. So.
Jeff, can you talk about offensively the struggles that the team's had through the playoffs so far? You know, last year when you came in, between you and Kopitar, it seemed like you guys could get on a pretty good roll if you needed to. And this year it's pretty much had to be Quick in the defense that have won you guys games in the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah, Quickie's been unbelievable for us, obviously. There's not much that needs to be said about him. We know what he does. So, yeah, offensively, I think it's, you know, maybe some confidence for a lot of guys. You know, you get a lucky one or whatnot, and then you start to get rolling. It's just the way it's been. We've played, you know, you look at St. Louis, San Jose, they're 2 great defensive teams, and goals are hard to come by. And, you know, Chicago plays a real solid defense. They got great goalies, and you know, you got to work for everything that you get.
Last one.
Jeff, Patrick Sharp looked like he was ready to go at it yesterday. In your years with him, watching him, have you seen him in a fight, and have you ever seen him win one?
I don't know if I ever saw him fight in person, but I saw him fight. It was the Philly Ottawa there when they had all. Yeah, Spezza. They had all those fights there, and he did pretty well for himself.